Bitcoin has been absolutely on fire this bull run, going from about $15,000 over $100,000. But last month, we printed a shooting star candle. A shooting star candle is found at the tops of rallies and could signal a bearish trend reversal, something that Bitcoin definitely doesn't want. It's been on fire. It's been captivating the world. It's been drawing attention of brand new people jumping into crypto, everyone trying to elbow each other out of the way to see the star of the show, Bitcoin. But last month, printing this shooting star candle left some people extraordinarily worried. Why? Well, last cycle, back in 2021, we also printed a shooting star candle, also happening at the tops of a rally, and spelled absolute disaster with what ensued next. It was a complete and utter crumble of the market. Is that going to happen again? Can Bitcoin overcome this shooting star? And what do we think is going to happen with all of this chaos? All of that and more in today's video. Let's get into it. Welcome. I'm Steve. Here we deliver honest, sponsorship-free TA with genuine value. Subscribe for a no BS approach that actually helps you. Subscribe. Here we are on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we're on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, when you look at Bitcoin, you can clearly see in the month of December, we printed a shooting star candle. Now, for those of you who can't identify shooting star candles, I'm going to give you a cheat code. So here's what you do. You go to your indicators, you type in candles, and you're gonna look for this one, candlestick patterns identified. It's from this one with 26,000 likes. You're gonna double click on that bad boy. When you double click, it's going to come up with a whole bunch of different options to identify. You just wanna click the option for shooting star. When you do so, it will come up with only the shooting stars. However, you can use this to identify all sorts of different candlesticks. And again, on any time frame, right? This is a huge learning tool. So we've got our candlestick, we've got the shooting star. This is a textbook shooting star, meaning that it has a small body at the bottom with little to no wick below and a long upper wick that's at least 3 times the size of the body. If the body were thinner, meaning the open and close were almost the same price, that would be referred to as a gravestone doji. Those are even more bearish and stronger than shooting stars. Shooting stars are still strong. They still represent a bearish reversal, but nowhere near as strong as gravestone dojis. Now, the important thing is the next candle, just like in XRP. The only thing is, what is going to be different between here and XRP? In the prior video, XRP also has a shooting star, and we were able to break that down. How is Bitcoin different? Well, Bitcoin has a history with shooting stars. As we illustrated back in October 2021, we printed this monthly candlestick, which was found at the top of a rally, had a thin body, little to no lower wick, and a long upper wick at least 3 times the size of a body. It was a textbook shooting star candle. And what happened? Well, Bitcoin went from 70,000, where it was met with a brick wall, kicked in the face at the top of the mountain, and it fell from 70 straight down to 15. It was a free-for-all after that shooting star. We're not making it up. This is not my opinion. These are facts. Look at it. Shooting star here. What happened next? Right down to 15K, right? We don't want that to happen. We just printed a shooting star. That's not up for debate. What is up for debate is what Bitcoin's going to do right now during this monthly close. And if it's not able to do those things, what happens next for Bitcoin? Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. Well, let's take it step by step. You can see we're in this candle right here. You can see so far it is a nice looking candle. And so far we were able to go high in price, tiny bit higher than the prior month, but that doesn't matter. What is important is where we close this candle at the end of the month, 11:59 p.m. UTC time. That's where things get interesting. No matter where you live in the world, you're going to sit at your computer at the close of this monthly candle, and you're going to get so much information about what Bitcoin is about to do and what XRP is about to do. Those monthly closes are telltale signs of what is about to happen next. So let's break it down. If Bitcoin were to close this monthly candle above this high of our prior shooting star candle, we're talking about closing above 107, we'll call it 108K. We got to close above 108K. If we do that, that's a muscle move for Bitcoin. That's a power play. But there's another issue and another support system that we have to identify. What I want you to do is go over to your indicators and we're going to type in volume. Right? When you type in volume, there's going to be a lot of options. And I want you to pick this one that's clean. It just says volume. It will be the only one that just says volume. When you do that, what is happening now is the volume comes automatically up at the bottom of your screen. Now keep in mind, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar index, we're on the monthly chart. These are monthly volumes. In other words, how much buying or selling has happened during the month, right? You can see that we had a whole lot of buying and selling happening in November, and then last month we were in trouble. In December, you can clearly see that we had less volume and it was red. Red simply meaning there was more selling than buying. Green meaning there was more buying than selling, simply put. And you can see so far we have even less volume than the prior 2 months, right? The previous time that we had a lot of volume was here in March. Now, what I want you to notice about March is that as the months were progressing up until March 2024, we were having higher and higher and higher volumes. What does that mean? There was more and more and more buying and selling happening. In other words, there was just more interest, more people active, more volume, and price continued to rise during that time. Then we started to lose volume and price started to fall. You can see what's happening just the past 3 bars or the past 3 months. We have been losing our volume. In other words, we have had less people buying and selling throughout the month. What does that tell us? People are losing interest a little bit. That's not good, right? What we need to happen in order for Bitcoin to beat this shooting star is we have to do 2 things. Number 1, close above that 108 that we already talked about, 108,000. We got to do that at the end of the month. What we also have to do is we have to have strong volume. Simply put, right? We need this volume to remain high and hopefully get higher than it is. Maybe by the end of the month, there's going to be a little bit of excitement happening with this close and we tick up in volume. That would definitely help because our volume is looking a little bit weak as we stand. Now, if Bitcoin were able to do those 2 things, we would null and void this shooting star, showing significant strength in the market because simply put, a shooting star candle means that the bears have taken control. Keep in mind, the bulls have been in control for quite some time. The bears are trying to put really a stranglehold on the situation. So we're in this monthly candle right now. And we're going to close here pretty soon. I mean, we're looking at the clock at this point, and we don't have much time left. So what is going to happen if we don't do these 2 things? Well, if Bitcoin were not able to close above 108 and it's not able to have strong volume, the shooting star candle will still be in power. Keep in mind, those 2 things are to take away the power of the shooting star candle. And if we're not able to do those 2 things, the power is with the shooting star candle, which means we have a bearish reversal on our hands. This is not something that we want to happen in the market, which means even more so that these next hours for Bitcoin are going to be incredibly important. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you back here in the next video. By the way, we just recently crossed 400,000 subscribers. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you. At the beginning of this bull run, we made it our goal to hit 500,000 subscribers during this bull run, and we just crossed 400. We're on fire. We have such an incredible community of folks that look at the facts and love the charts. It's just such a powerful community, so thank you.